Alt switch is off. Avionics is off. Transponder is set to 1200 in altitude. Beacon and strobe are on. Fuel selector valve is on both. Circuit breakers are all in and set. And brakes are set. Starting engine. Mixture is going to go rich. I'm going to prime just a teeny bit because it just flew. So it shouldn't need a whole bunch. Maybe like 1 squirt. Put the key in. Clear. I put the chocks away. Ready? Starting up here. Master's on. Pressure is coming alive. Had to lean out here. Switch on. That's on. Okay, let me see here. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. How's yours doing over there? Okay, good. Let's just wait a second on that. I just turned mine on, and I'm going to connect to Bluetooth here on my headset. Oops. Sorry about that. All right, let's connect to my headset. Connected. All right. How do you hear? Do you need more volume? Well, actually, go ahead and turn on your noise canceling. It'll just be to the middle, and you'll hear it get really quiet. It should get really quiet really fast. Did it change at all?
I don't know if I turned it.
Yeah, right here is on. It should take a second and then get quiet.
Yeah.
Did it? Try to say something to me. Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll talk more about that as we get going. Okay, oil pressure looks good. Alt switch is on. Beacon, nav lights are on. Flaps are up. Avionics master's on. We get our radios and ignition is on both. So let's go back. 122.8 is all we're going to need. I think we're going to stay in the. I think we're going to stay at Fairmont. Cabin heat is desired. Avionics, we don't really have any to speak of. This doesn't need to be on, and this doesn't need to be on. Okay. Transponder is on 1200. We'll get the ATIS up here. Altimeter is set. Taxi light. We'll test our brakes as we get rolling here. Let's go ahead and move a little bit. We'll check the brakes. Brakes feel good. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima is taxiing from the north hangars to runway 23. Going to be making left closed traffic, Fairmont. All right, what do we got? Clear to the right and clear to the left. Turn our ailerons into the wind. So welcome back. It's been a hot minute, about 6 weeks actually since our last flight. And we're just going out today to make sure we stay proficient, get a couple laps in here, and also test out this cool new microphone that Cecelia is wearing. It's attached to a pair of consumer Bose QC35 headphones, but really you could use any consumer headphones. These happen to be good noise canceling Bose consumer headphones. And what's cool about that is this microphone is from a company called NFlight. You may have heard of NFlight Cam. I'll put links in the description. Same folks are making this microphone now that just 3M stickies to these headphones and serves as an aviation headset now. Basically, we've got a high-end noise-canceling headset here for, really half the cost of what an aviation headset would cost. Does it sound pretty good?
Yeah.
These noise-canceling headsets are great, even the consumer ones. It's a good option for passenger headsets or spare headset for you even or whatnot. So we're pretty excited to test it out here on a few flights and see what we think. So we'll stop up here and do a run up real quick. Then we'll make one lap of the pattern, see how we feel, and decide if we want to go out for one or two more before we call it a day. All right, let's look at our flight controls. Up, down, elevator, aileron, elevator, and we've got a rudder going both ways, free and correct. Flight instruments, let's set our flight instruments. Everything looks good there. Elevator trim is set for takeoff, and let's go ahead and do a run up. So we'll go rich, bring the power up to 1700 RPM. All right, let's check these magnetos. Here's the first one. That's a good drop. That's about 100 RPM or so. Back to both, maybe a little over. And let's check the other side. About 100 RPM. Back to both. We've got good suction. No alternator warning light. Let's check carb heat. We should see a rise in carb temp and a drop in RPM. Carb heat's going up, RPM's down. And let's make sure that it runs at idle, and it does. Carb heat goes off. We'll lean the mixture a little and get back to 1000 RPM. Everything checks there. All right, we don't need pitot heat. Flaps are verified up. Radios and transponder is set. Doors and windows are closed and locked. Seats and seatbelts are on and secure. Fuel selector valve is on both. Mixture will go rich when we get up here. Beacon strobe, lights are on, nav lights are on. All right, so this will be a normal takeoff. Straight out, and then we'll just make a left-hand pattern and see how we feel. All right. Haven't seen anybody in the pattern, haven't heard anybody on the radio, so let's give it a shot. Got a slight right-hand crosswind, so we'll correct for that. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, taking runway 23. Going to be making left-hand closed traffic, Fairmont. Letting Mom know. Thank you. Tell her we're just doing a lap or two here in Fairmont. Okay, mixture's rich. Brakes are off. Final looks clear, except for that bird. Come on around here, Bessie. All right, so we'll compensate for a right hand crosswind. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, slowly bring this power in. Let's take a look, make sure everything looks real nice. Looks pretty good to me. Engine's in the green. Right rudder and right aileron to compensate for this crosswind. Airspeed's alive. Everything's fine here. 50. There's 60. Let's pull it off. And we're climbing away. Just like that. Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima off runway 23, turning left crosswind, 23 Fairmont. We're going to climb to 2,000 feet and we'll level out. Okay? There's 2,000, leveling out. Bringing the power back a little, so don't be alarmed. And let's turn downwind. Fairmont traffic 52 Lima, turning downwind, runway 23 Fairmont. All right. We're a little wide on downwind, so we're going to just cheat back over here. All right, 2,000 feet, that's pattern altitude. Go ahead and get carb heat in. We can start slowing down a little bit. We don't need to be barreling through here. We're pretty much a beam our touchdown point anyway, so let's go ahead and get this power back, get inside the white arc, and bring our first notch of flaps. 90 is what we're shooting for here, and we're pretty much on it. Definitely a right-hand crosswind, so we'll plan for that. Yes. Okay. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, turning base, runway 23 Fairmont. Yeah, we're going to land. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit more power out. 20 degrees. We may land 20 degrees of flaps, to be honest, just because of the amount of wind.
Green County traffic, Archer 73 Charlie's midfield, left downwind for 27.
Final looks clear.
Green County.
We're high, so I'm going to pull out some more power. Remembering we have a crosswind from the right. Fairmont traffic 52 Lima, turning final, 23 Fairmont.
Well, traffic, stat by is on a 3-mile final, runway 23.
And Fairmont traffic, Sierra Lima Sierra, taxi runway 23 Fairmont.
Looking pretty good, Cease.
Yeah.
Yep, had to ride that one in. There was a ton of crosswind action. We'll just roll it all the way out so we don't have to kill the brakes here, okay?
Yeah.
So I had a lot of extra speed. Did you notice how far we floated down? I was still like 85 over the runway, which is why we ended up like. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Is more speed. Crosswind?
It's helpful in that you maintain a little bit more control because there's more air flowing over the surfaces, but it also means you have to fight longer to keep it centered. And Fairmont 52 Lima, clear 523 Fairmont. You know what I mean? So it's helpful in the sense that the more air that's moving over the control surfaces, the more control you have. But also, that's why I floated so far down the runway, because I had all that extra speed, so I had to just keep, the whole time, if you could feel, my feet were going left and right. I mean, I was constantly trying to keep us over the center line. I'd have been down faster if I'd have had less speed. Yeah. So, I'm good with that for today if you are.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to fight the crosswind all day and the bumps.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get back out, test your headset.
I think one quick is a better way to, like, if we haven't flown for a while, to just do one quick to get more.
That felt totally fine. I mean, I felt really completely in control of everything that happened there.
Yeah.
I didn't
feel
even.
Like it's better to just do like a little bit rather than
Don't
not
press your
fly
luck.
for 6 weeks and then fly for like 4 hours to go somewhere.
It was actually a landing that I didn't even spaz about. Like my normal spaz. Let me tell this guy that's that cool.
Oh, the one
yeah.
with the.
Fairmont 52 Lima's crossing 523 here at the North Hangars, Fairmont.
I'm gonna wave it.
It's a cool looking airplane, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, probably his person. No, Fairmont 52 Lima's clear 523, Fairmont. All right. Yeah, let's let her know. We were just going to do one.
And Fairmont traffic 720 Lima Sierra, taxi on runway 23, going to be a left downwind departure, Fairmont.
So short video today, but I think we accomplished, you know, it's really a confidence thing for me. It wasn't so much that I felt like I needed to get back out because I forgot how to fly. It's just I didn't want to go more than 6 weeks, because then I was afraid I would never get back in here and do it again if I didn't make myself go. So it was good. We had a crosswind, probably a 5-knot crosswind, direct crosswind across the runway. It was good practice for that, and yeah, it's fun. Got to test out the headset. Well, check out our social media if you haven't, Midlife Pilot on Instagram. There's going to be a whole story there about this in-flight mic setup and how cool it is, and some links to it as well. You should check it out for sure. We'll do more on it as we get going. So thanks for coming along. We're going to shut down here. All right, lights. Master mags.